Good afternoon. My name is Rodney Glover. I'm the candidate for governor for Florida. Every now and again, citizens do tell me that they just don't understand what I'm trying to say. So I am breaking this down, same message in three different ways. I kind of like this platform because it allows me to touch so many different peoples and so many different education levels. So by all means, if you understand one of them, that's okay. Just make sure that you get the message. Here is the collegiate level. I'm a candidate for governor of Florida. My campaign is built on a single verifiable premise. The existing mechanisms of representative democracy are structurally insufficient to protect the interests of ordinary citizens against concentrated financial influence. I can help you address that problem, but it will require 2 years and a constitutional amendment. And I want to be transparent about exactly why. Under the current framework, a citizen initiated constitutional amendment in Florida requires approximately 808,000 verified petition signatures collected across the state and submitted before February 1st of a general election year. General elections occur every 2 years. That is the timeline I am working with. And I'm telling you that directly rather than obscuring it with vague promises of legislative action. Now consider what your elected representative requires to pass a bill through the Florida House. 61 affirmative votes out of the 120 members. On the surface, that sounds more efficient. But here is the structural vulnerability that numbers conceal. There are 120 House members. A sufficiently capitalized interest, a corporation, a billionaire, a political action committee, can direct financial resources toward enough of those members to block any legislation that threatens its interest. We have documented examples of this, distributed across enough votes to neutralize a majority. The citizens have no equivalent mechanism. You cannot outspend that. What you can do is bypass it entirely. Take Senate Bill 102 as a concrete illustration. That bill permanently banned rent control in the state of Florida. Florida has a documented housing affordability crisis. If 800,000 Floridians had organized a citizen initiative to place rent control on the ballot before the last general election cycle, and if 61% of the voters had approved it, that ban would not exist. The constitutional amendment process is slower, but it is not corruptible in the same way the legislative vote is. My goal as governor is to accelerate and expand that process. I want to reduce the constitutional amendment approval threshold from 60% to 51%, reflecting a true majority rather than a supermajority. I want to create county level and district level mechanisms so that citizens do not need 808 statewide signatures to compel action on localized issues. I want to build the infrastructure, digital, legal, and procedural, that makes direct citizen participation faster and more durable. Every other candidate in this race is asking you to trust that they can assemble the 61 House votes necessary to pass their agenda. I am asking you a different question. Do they have those 61 votes committed right now? Because if they do not, they are asking you to take their word for it. I am asking you instead to build a system that does not depend on any individual's words, including mine. I have done the analytical work. The data is public. The constitutional pathway exists. What I need from you is a petition signature to get on the ballot. Go to glover2026.com, download the form, print it, sign it, deliver it in person to your county supervisor of elections. That is the first step in changing the structural relationship between citizens and their government. I need you to take action.